I feel like most people just think that it's very okay for them to have kids and, you know, just have kids. It's just about having kids and raising them and sending them to school, making sure that they become successful or whatever you define success as. Um, but the majority of the issue, so to speak, is what exactly do you put into that child? What exactly do you make of that child? Um, it's very sad to see that most of our struggles as adults it dates back to when we were as kids, and apparently it's because our parents did not do that because they wanted to. They only did that because they became that too, and so it was because of their parents, and so those people too, it was because of their parents. And it's like, let's go back to the root of the problem. You need to understand that this is um, much more than feeding a child or clothing the child, and you have to be qualified to take care of a child. The person that the child will become, it's already determined, like who the child will grow up to be at age max 8 is already determined, like what kind of personality the child will have. And it just doesn't feel right for you to dump all your issues on the innocent child, and the child grows up lost, scared, confused, unsure, and it's like you don't even own up to it. You know that you are the one responsible for it, but it's like you are just too. I don't want to even use the word lost, is like, to say the least. You are just too gone. Let me use that expression to to um to admit that it was your fault, that you broke the child, that you, so to speak, ruined the child, right? Children are very, very sensitive. They are like plain sheet. They're like blank. They're like a clean sheet of paper, right? When you give birth to a child, yeah, they might have like individualistic traits or like character traits that is like in their genes or whatever. But it's like at the end of the day, they are like just clean paper, right? Whatever home they find themselves in will shape them. If I was born in Afghanistan, I'll be a completely different person. Like if I were to meet the version of me that was born in Afghanistan, or if I were to meet the version of me that was born in um Tokyo, for instance, I'll be a different person. Everything that I am today is because of my environment. My environment shaped me to become who I am. So it's like at the end of the day, do we really have personalities like that? Is personalities that deep, you know? So you carry a very big load, a very big responsibility as a parent, whether you like it or not. And it's very, very, very heart wrenching and soul breaking to see that most people do not even care. They don't see that everything that they do as parents is what the child will become. So they grow up, and you see most adults, right? They grow up and they have this um void in them, this deep void that they cannot connect with. And it's like that wound, you had that wound, or you got that wound at a time that you were not even conscious, right? I'm thankful to our generation that this is a generation of people that are proactive about healing, about growth. I don't think my parents' generation cared so much, or like there was so much information available for. Even if they cared, even if they wanted to, there probably wasn't enough information circulating that was like, available for them to tap into. So it was like they probably would have done it if there was, but they didn't really see the need to. It's like, look at us talking about the concept of healing, working out, healing from trauma, fixing your inner child. And it's good work that actually works, if you're doing it right, if you're doing it well. And this is very impressive because, you know, it is very impressive. Like, no cap, it is very impressive. You owe it to yourself. I'm not even going to play the card of you love yourself, because it's a different journey for each person, and maybe you've not gotten there yet. But you just need to understand that it's a roadblock that has to be taken away, that you cannot function effectively if you don't take it out of the way, right? So I feel like you need to understand the scope of what it means to raise a child before rushing into marriage, before rushing into childbirth at that. It's not just giving, because children don't listen to what you say. They copy what you do. It's like they're just these tiny creatures that want validation because you don't know who they are. They are new on earth or in life, and it's like they don't know, they are lost. Children are lost. So they are literally going to copy everything that you do, right? And if they see that, oh, this person does not have my time, or this person is that, then they have to behave a certain way to fit in, then that becomes their character trait. They begin to exhibit these behaviors as they grow old. So they become adults, they have um, anxious attachment styles, people pleasing tendencies, you name it, right? And it's like it all started when they were kids. I'm in a safe place. I can decide that, okay, I want to raise these little things, I want to nurture these little things. You won't be, the problem in their lives that they have to heal from as adults. You won't be the thing, their nightmare. Do you get? So it's like you need to understand that that is a very core thing. It's your own little way of making things better, because it's like, okay, now your child is going to grow up as a balanced adult. It's okay to raise balanced adults. It's not okay to always have something to heal from. Basically, do yourself right, and fulfill your duty as a parent. So, whew, this has been it on this episode, guys. I actually don't want to know your thoughts on this. Just say anything you think, basically, about this topic or like this issue, and maybe share some of the things you've done as an adult to heal yourself from wounds that when you got as a child, or heal yourself from things that you didn't even know you needed healing from. Maybe somebody will learn one or two from it. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in another episode.